Hello and welcome back to another video. Don't mind the mess behind me because I'm filming 3 other videos right now, but today I thought it would be fun to start a series of sewing using like vintage sewing patterns from the 1950s, 60s, and 90s. I originally was going to do this video just with like all the decades in one, but I just found a bunch of the 1960s ones that I really want to make. So I thought that would be a good start, and here is my box of patterns. I know there's some good ones in here, but there's also some pretty bad ones in here, so I guess I'll just go through what I have. And this is the pile I got for the 60s. I did want to go through and show them and pick which ones I'm going to make, even though I kind of already have a pretty good idea. Starting with this one, I absolutely love this, and this is 1968, so I think I will make this one, but I'll keep looking. This one, it looks cute here, but not here, so no, I'm not entirely sure when this one is from, but it's pretty cute. Little mini skirts. This one, I'm already making this dress in the other fabric that I have, so you'll see that. We have this one. This one is 1969 and is really cute. Some of them are just kind of like not the most fun. I have a bunch of these ones, so I might end up making this because there's a fabric that I found that I think I can figure out. This one actually doesn't have a date on it, but I'm just guessing because there are so many similar ones. And here are the 3 patterns I ended up choosing. So we have a dress, a jumpsuit, and a matching set. So today I was going to start looking for fabrics, and I was wondering if I should just like buy all new fabrics since I don't really have things that I feel like are like 60s themed, except I just remembered that I have this. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to make with this, but I feel like this is absolutely perfect. And to start off, I decided to go with this dress on the left that I started over a year ago. Here's the only footage I could find cutting it out, but this was just a really simple dress with darts, and all I needed to do was add a collar and zipper to it. Today I'm going to finish this dress finally. I like pinned the back part for the zipper, or below the zipper, and then I pinned on the collar. I had a piece that was like sewn together already, but I want to put the zipper inside the collar, so I'm going to just sew and then flip it and sew again. This dress especially, I'm so happy I'm finally finishing it because I started I think in February of last year when I broke my arm, and it's actual real like fabric that was from sometime in the 70s or 60s, so I thought it was pretty cool to make. There's a hole, so I'll fix that I guess. But here are the other fabrics I got from 60s, 70s. I don't know, the note that came with it said like it was ironed the last time in the 70s, but it didn't have the last day, so it said like 197 blank, and we'll never know, honestly. But this was the other one I got. It's like sweater material, and it's kind of small, so I don't know what to make with it. And then this one I might actually use for my other dress because I never got the fabric that I was supposed to. And this piece is also kind of small, so I don't know if it'll be enough, but we'll double check just in case so I don't have to buy something else. And also this came with it, so like the bottom of a sweater. I was thinking of using it on the skirt, but I didn't, so whatever. But yeah, this dress altogether is taking me like no time, and I just kept putting it off. After adding the collar and zipper, all I needed to do was hem it, and then I folded over the seam allowance on the armholes and double needle stitched those to finish them off. I was originally going to go with something more colorful, but I think today I'm going to do just like a simpler cat eye look and Bridget Bardot inspired makeup and hair. I already put on like my base foundation, and nobody told me, so I've seen like people do bronzer with fake tan, and I didn't know you had to blend it in right away. So yesterday I had these like chunks of dripping fake tan that I think I got off, but they might still be there, so if you see that, no you don't. So I have the same palette. I want to get a new one, but I feel like the Bridget Bardot look, she kind of goes with like a gold shimmery, so that's what I'll do. I used to do wing liner every day for like 7 years, but now it's been, I think, a few months since I've worn it like that, and who knows if I even know what I'm doing anymore. It looks like she does her, like, the makeup I showed you, like, goes all the way in. I think time for mascara. I forgot about my lips, so I'm gonna do Third Eye from ColourPop with a gloss over it. This is the closest thing I have to the gloss. It's a little bit more like shimmery, but I really like it, and it smells like watermelons. I don't even know where I got this. And onto the hair, so we're starting off with some texture spray. I'm teasing my hair because it's so flat. And this is why I'm not a hairdresser. Let's see if I can do like the flip. I really want to, but I don't think my hair will stay like that. But I will try it. I don't have hairspray or anything like that, so I'm gonna imagine that it's just gonna fall out immediately. So many of these hairstyles too are like for short hair, and I do need to cut my hair, but not that short. Or it's like updos, which I'm not really good at those either, so. Is this it? It would look so much better on shorter hair. But let me double check, and maybe I'll just go with this. I think this is probably the best I'm gonna get. And this is like giving me an illusion of a flip, even though it's just like falling. For the accessory I'm using for this look though, I don't want to cut this because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm going to turn it into like a headband. Having my ears covered is not really the look for me. We'll see you when I have my outfit on, because I'm probably going to sit here doing this for like 10 more minutes and it's going to just fall right out. Here is my look. Yes, my hair fell already. This reminds me so much of like Xenon, and I wish I had white boots, but I went with these from Doll's Kill that I have just because I already have them. This one is really cute, and I feel like I would wear it like out with just like sneakers or something in the summertime. Now please enjoy this video of me being one of the clumsiest people ever. Okay, thanks. On to the next one. On to the next look, I decided to go with this adorable cutout jumpsuit. There's a video of me and my friend at Mood trying to get this fabric out, but it was so heavy and we did not succeed, and somebody ended up coming to help us after a little bit. Apparently this is the only video I got of the fabric that I ended up buying, but I did try to cut it out so you could see what it looks like, and you will obviously see it when I start sewing it in approximately 1 second. I really wanted to pattern match the pieces for this romper, but as you can see, I struggled so much to try and figure out if I even had gotten enough fabric. So I figured it out, and the fronts will be pattern matched. I don't know about the backs yet. So you can barely see what I'm doing here, but I took the original piece that I cut out and then laid it on the fabric to mark where exactly the middle would be to match up my patterns, and then I took that piece away and marked the seam allowances on the other side, so when I did end up sewing it, it would be perfectly matched up. So I'm back because my pattern matching on the front went great until I realized that I made a very unfortunate mistake in how I laid the fabric out, and now I'm going to turn it into a mini skirt instead, but I'm going to be extra careful where I place my pattern, and this really sucks. You can see here I laid my pattern in a really unfortunate spot that kind of reminds me of the LuLaRoe pattern matching situation, so obviously I had to fix it. So I only have a certain amount of fabric left, and I need to make sure that whatever I end up doing does not have the same effect. So hopefully I can just cut out the back like top pieces, and then I'm going to change everything into a skirt, so that it's less what it was, because that was terrible. So the way the pattern is, the like circle part is in the waistline, which makes this really terrible. I couldn't cut at the true waist because of the cutout, but I tried to cut right below it so that it wouldn't end up messing up the shape of the dress too much. And for the skirt, I just used a skirt pattern that I already have, since a lot of them have a very similar shape anyways. The edges of the pieces were all serged and finished. I started like usual pinning the darts, and then I started on the facings for the top. And And once the facings were sewn in, I clipped them so that when I flipped them, they would lay really nicely. So this has been sewn like inch by inch 7 more times than I'd like to admit, but it's done. It matches the best I could do, and I wonder why it takes me so long to do everything, but this is why, because I did this so many times. You know, we've both seen me change outfits 6,000 times in this video, so today I am determined to finish everything. I already like took this apart. I had sewn the facings onto the front piece of my bodice, but I undid it because I want to understitch, and then I was originally going to sew like the facing to the piece, turn it inside out and sew them together, but I decided I'm going to do it the correct way because I was kind of stuck in my work brain of what's easiest to take apart and fix if they need to. So let's hope I can get this done today. And next up was understitching all around the neckline so that the facing laid where it was supposed to be when I flipped the garment right side out. Also, I feel like I was lied to because I used the friction pens, and it said if you put them in the freezer, like the fabric in the freezer, the lines will come back. And the lines are not back, so I have to find my pattern to mark the shoulder seams again since I ironed them away. But I guess that's a good thing in case I go out in the winter time and something I made, I don't want like pen marks on it. So it's fine, but yeah, the pattern said to sew just the outer sides, and then the inner sides will be hand stitched. Now that my my shoulders are ready to be hand stitched, I can finally sew up the sides. Definitely a circle. I don't know how I'm gonna like stick this down without ruining the stretch. It's kind of cute. And now that I see it, the pattern on the floor, the back has darts in it. So let me add those. Darts were added, and then I moved on to the skirt, which just meant sewing up the side seams. I sewed the bodice to the skirt and then added the zipper, which unfortunately is all part of my lost footage. I really don't know how I managed to lose the finishing parts of all 3 of these dresses, but my apologies, it won't happen again. Please forgive me. And please enjoy this makeover. So for this, I'm gonna go with a pink look and just like leave my current makeup on and then add on top of it because I want to do the line in pink. And then I'm going to wear my hair up with a bow and probably try to curl the ends again, but as you saw last time, it didn't really work. So I wanted to do a pink mod look that was kind of similar to the last look I did, but this white line I added was definitely a mistake. Also not the best choice of lipstick with this like warm toned eyeshadow. And here I am doing my hair. I definitely get less volume when I curl my hair while it's already up, so I'm just going to keep that in mind for next time. And once I added this adorable bow, I was done with outfit number 2. And then I do have some earrings I'm going to put in as well that kind of don't really fit this look, but I guess it might bring it all together. So this is the 3rd look that I made. I do kind of wish I went with like a different hairstyle and makeup together because they're 2 totally different styles from like the same time period. And I definitely think that it would have been better if it was just a romper, like pull everything down and keep it where it's supposed to be, because it's riding up a little bit and then making these like gaps here. Either way, I think this is really cute. I might just like end up wearing it more as a skirt than as a dress because skirt is obviously going to be fine like fit wise. And it's just a lesson for next time to like make sure, I don't know, I think I cut the shoulders a little bit too short without trying it on first, so I could have avoided the weird like fit issues in some ways better than others, but here it is. So I'm not sure which one I'm gonna make with this, but I feel like this is absolutely perfect. And you guessed it, here's what I picked for my 3rd and final outfit. Currently wondering if everything's even gonna fit on the fabric, so I'm gonna lay them out, and then if not, I'll probably end up doing the bodice in a different color and then the skirt and the jacket in this weird fabric. Okay, so I do think this is gonna work, but I have to be so careful and probably cut everything out one by one just in case. So I really thought I had it, but the piece that I have left now, and I have the 2 back pieces only for the bodice, is like this. So it can only fit one piece. This is too short. The other parts are too skinny. But I think I'm gonna make the back bodice piece like a princess seam, and then hopefully I can fit them all, and I won't have to like cut it sideways because that would also look really bad. By a literal miracle, I got all my pieces cut out. So I'm excited to put everything together now. Let's do some sewing today. Here are the directions for that pattern in case you want to follow along or see how to make your own. Wait, fabric. There's a pocket. There's supposed to be a pocket, but I don't have one. And I don't have fabric for one, so there's no pocket. So I'm gonna start by marking the bodice and all the pieces because I didn't mark them. I just cut them out before. Hopefully this even fits me because I just took the measurement it gave. And we have a pattern here because, again, this pattern was extremely simple with just like darts, regular hem, collar, and a zipper. So it fits, but it's not that comfortable. Hopefully it will be once I like do the collar and actually cut this off. But time to attach the skirt and a zipper. Here's my skirt now. I sewed 2 lines of gathering stitches, which are kind of small. It's gonna take forever. It's like a really stiff fabric, so this is not ideal. After gathering my skirt pieces to the waist measurement length, I just had to sew it on, and then I pressed open the seams so that I could add the zipper. So I'm about to serge off the bottom like 2 inches, I think, to make the dress shorter, and also to try to get my collar piece because right now without the collar it is still so uncomfortable, and I'm hoping that cutting it and everything and adding that will help with like the fit issues that I'm having right now, or it's just because it's an old pattern and usually patterns don't end up as good as the pictures look. So let's see which one it is. After serging all of my pieces, here was the collar that I had to end up piecing together, and then I just added the zipper for another basic, simple, easy dress. Also, here's what my room looked like after I lost my zipper foot and searched for it for probably over an hour. Once the zipper was in, I graded and clipped the seam on the collar, and then I just ironed it to lay flatly so that I could stitch it up and close up the collar. So all I have left to do is stitch in the ditch here to finish off the collar, and then do the hem, and we can move on to a jacket part, which I kind of forgot about, so whoopsies. So my collar is on, and now I just need to do the hem. The facing keeps like sticking out, which I think looks kind of funny, like a spaceship worker or something, but obviously I need to tack that back down. And then I messed up the zipper a little bit in the back, but I might just wait to fix that till later because I want to start on my jacket. Okay, so now it is time for the jacket, starting with the collar, and I guess I'll do the sleeve hems first. I did also put, I don't know if you can see, I have interfacing like right here. I probably should have used the thicker one, but this is all I could find. So I also have that, and then I was supposed to put interfacing on this back collar, so I did that too. I do want to make sure the top collar like perfectly lines up. If I can even find it. Because I had 0 fabric left, I did end up having to piece together my facings also, but then here I am just putting together the upper part of my jacket collar. Leave it to me to have the wrong piece. I'm not surprised, but somehow I had this way too big for the facing for the back neck piece. It's fine, it's easy to fix. I'm just confused. Maybe I never had one. I don't really remember anymore. I attached a facing to the top side of the collar before sewing it on. And after sewing the underside of the collar to the jacket, I clipped the curves, and then I was able to add the facing and the upper part of the collar onto that as well. Today I am doing my makeover. I'm going to start off this one. I specifically bought a makeup palette to do these looks, but I realized there's no yellow in it, so I'll probably have to use one of these colors. And I was thinking the blue. I don't really have any other options because I have a makeup kit, like a bruise kit, but this yellow is ugly. So I think first I wanted to do like the white mod look with like a blue line. I haven't done my makeup in so long. I was also thinking of following a tutorial, but I don't really feel like it. Maybe I'll mix. There's like this blue and this blue. That is green. What am I talking about? This look was similar to the last one with the winged eyeliner, and then I underlined the bottom of my eye as well, which I rarely do. And some mascara, blush, and lipstick, and this look is finished. One last thing is some lashes. Okay, I think it's time for my hair. I don't love the makeup so much, but I give up on it at this point. For the hair, I think I'm gonna do kind of like a Sharon Tate kind of hair because it looks easy, to be honest. I do like the half up, half down, bangs in the front, and hopefully I can make this look fine together. Honestly, I should be watching like tutorials for this because I don't really do my hair ever. Gosh, her hair is so poofy. How do we do that? Her ends are just curled like one big one. I don't really have a big enough curling iron for that. And then I have one of those curling like blow dryers, but my hair doesn't like to do anything at all, so. Okay, so here's the pattern I used, and here's how it turned out. I don't know if I would wear this full ensemble. It's a bit much, but it is really cute. And then on the picture they had loafers on, so I'm wearing my loafers. I wish I had like some go-go boots or something to go a little bit better with the outfit. But either way, this was such a cute 60s set, and I'm so glad I was able to find a good use for this fabric that I had for so long. I wanted to end this video with a dress that actually is from the 60s. I got it on eBay, and it is quite possibly the most uncomfortable thing I've ever worn in my life. It's polyester, but like old polyester, so it feels like I'm wearing like a tent or something. It's really itchy, and it is so short. And that is it for this video, and I need to take this dress off before I overheat. I really want to try to do some like fashion related videos next, just because sewing takes a really long time. But thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see what I have in store in my next couple videos. And goodbye from the 60s.